All right. Hello, everybody. There we are. Hello. Hope everybody is doing well today. We are live and back at my usual-ish time, nighttime. I didn't sleep through it this time, so we are back. No middle of the afternoon stream today. We got some well, I guess we're a few hours away from technical degen hour streams, but we're starting out with it. We are back with Amnesia, the bunker, the brand new Amnesia game, and the new game from Frictional, which has been pretty damn stellar so far. We have died so many times. People have gotten through this game, I'm assuming, a lot quicker than I have. Today I am just hoping to manage to make it to whatever the pillbox is in maintenance, because that is our next objective. I think that is where we need to find the code to get the code to get the wrench, which we need to get into the room in the prison, because we gotta kind of like unscrew like a grating, and once we get into that room in the prison, we can open this cell with the prisoner who has the bolt cutters, which we need for something. I know it's something to progress. It's been a few days, but oh yes, to get into the Roman tunnels, which is our next area, because that is where the detonator is. But there's also a bunch of doors and cabinets and whatnot that are also locked up by chains and whatnot, which would give us more access to items, I believe. So we need those bolt cutters. So yes, pillbox, code, wrench, prison, bolt cutters, and then the Roman tunnels, and possibly the other world. I'm very curious to see where the Roman tunnels lead us in this. But yeah, that is our objective tonight. But we do have a monster constantly stalking us, and we might be getting low on fuel. We might have to throw we might have to throw in an excursion back to the arsenal to maybe look for more fuel, which I'm not looking forward to. I remember the arsenal being kind of difficult, since the way it was set up with the shelves. It was not so much maze-like as a winding excursion with not a ton of places to hide. But I also do remember us being a bit out of inventory space as well, in both our person as well as our item box in the one lone save room that we have at the center of it all. So we'll we'll see what happens. We're gonna start out with some more excursions into maintenance in an attempt to get to the pillbox, which is kind of blocked off from us, but maybe we can get there through the workshop. There is that one hallway filled with rats that we've died to multiple times. Need to figure out how to get those rats away. But yeah, let's let's just hit continue here, and we'll continue on. Yep, you can overcome most obstacles in multiple ways. We know that. Have we been doing that? I don't know. I don't know. I still sometimes explode doors with grenades. Alright, we got the fuel in. Generators are running. Oh, let's see. Gas grenade. That might help us with the rats. Okay. Back to maintenance we go. Okay, that did work. That worked pretty decent. Okay. All right. So the torch is pretty good to have. All right. I hear the monster moving about in the walls. Oh, yep, we have our tripwire here. Jump over that. Perfect. The pillbox. All right, what do we got? Where's the pillbox key? Of course, of course. Why would I ever imagine the door would be unlocked? That's just crazy of me. If you require pillbox access, see me or Father DeRay. We're both in possession of a key. Oh God, I don't know. Well, we were already in Stafford's area last stream, and there wasn't a key, at least that I saw. So it must be with Father DeRay. But we'll just we'll use this excursion to explore around, and if we happen to find the key, that's cool. All right, that's where we need to go. All right, that is locked. We don't have a grenade for that door or a brick. Okay, chapel. That must be where the father is. Let's head that way. See the Jesus door right here with the usual religious chains. Oh boy. Oh boy. What has been going on here, Father? Father? What have you been doing? Father, come on now. My God. All right, we got a code at least.
July 1916. Dusk. I sit now at the bedside of my dear friend Henri Clément. The doctor has left, but I remain. I feel I must record the extraordinary twists of fate and fortune that have led me
this
to
is
be here.
Lambert.
Breathing, alive, strong and well, while Henri lies unconscious, fighting for his life. It starts days ago. On a night patrol, I fell into some kind of pit. I was injured, unable to move, unable to escape. By all rights, it should have been my tomb. I cried for help, screamed myself hoarse. The effort left me parched, exhausted, and still alone. As the next night fell, as I cried what might have been my last cry for help, I could see the stars high above, beautiful, indifferent. And then Clément's face appeared at the top of the pit. He lowered himself to me, found a trickle of spring water there, and had me drink from it. It was cool and crisp, with a strange, sweet taste. Never has water felt more nourishing than that. Administered by a dear friend's hand. I was saved. But of course, that is not the last twist fate's blade would stab into my back. 11th of July, 1916. Night. Later now, I continue my tale. As Clément carried me across no man's land, fate struck again. A German outpost spotted us. Gunfire, explosions, desperation. And as the air cleared, I pulled myself to my feet and saw that Henri was wounded, blood pouring from his head, his eyes glassy. He was fading. I do not know where I found the strength to carry him, but carry him I did, all the way back to our bunker.
Ooh, back to the bunker.
12th July, 1916. Morning. Woke this morning and realized that a toy I purchased for my son is gone. I promised him I'd bring him something home from the front, so I brought him a stuffed rabbit from a local shop. A rabbit because he thinks he's so fast. It must have fallen from my pack when I fell into the crater. The thought of that stuffed rabbit lying in that crater, rain and weather matting its fur, unloved, forgotten, totally alone, lost forever. It fills me with profound hopelessness.
Oh boy.
12th July 1916. Afternoon. Spoke to the doctor. He told me Henri woke in the night and had no recollection of the events in the crater. Indeed, he seemed even confused as to where he was.
He's got a bit of that
Aside from this
amnesia.
disturbing news, I'm feeling rather good. Stronger and stronger.
There you
As if
go.
the whole ordeal has filled both my body and soul with new purpose.
Okay, so I'm curious as if this supposed water that Henry had you drink. Yeah, he lowered himself to me, found a trickle of spring water there, and had me drink from it. It was cool and crisp with a strange, sweet taste. I wonder, since the crater is supposedly kind of connected to the Roman tunnels, I'm curious as if to that quote water is actually vitae from the other world. Especially now considering that old Lambert here is feeling much better out of nowhere. Yeah, that has to be a little bit of that delicious vitae. Oh boy. Oh, hey, Father, is that you? Oh, we might be hanging out with the Father here. Yep, monster is around, monster is here. Hey there, Father. Come here often? I suppose you do. Alright, dude. Feel free to go back in those walls. Get on out of here. Pillbox key. All right, we got it. All right, now do we continue our excursion? Maybe we'll try. I am still kind of tempted to just go back. All right, we got fuel storage there. We are pretty full though with inventory. All right, we got a gas grenade there. Might just take that. All right, let's just climb up. Oh, that looks like the surface there, out there. All right, we got the code. Yep, there we are. Oh, all right. You know what? Let's just go. Let's just go. Let us make our way back. to the save room, hopefully successfully. We got a couple of locker codes too, which is really nice. And hopefully we can make it back before the generator goes out. Not that way. This way. I hope. Hopefully. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is not good. Not here. Shit. Crap. Crap, crap. Not here. Okay, all right. We made it. We made it. Oh my god. All right. And that torch is about out too. And we definitely ran out of a generator fuel there. That was a bit tense, but we made it. We made it. We got a couple of codes, including what I believe will give us the wrench. So we got G Travers and F Stafford. And since the lockers are around the corner, I think we'll try going out in the dark. But we gotta. Oh man, we are out of room here. All right, let me. I have had no use of gas grenades. Can I just kind of like set it down, or will it disappear? Okay. All right. It's right there. I don't know if it'll stay there or not, but yeah, since this torch is pretty much out, we'll drop that too. See if that also stays there. Okay. All right, Travers and Stafford. We are saved up at least. Let's venture out. In the darkness. Right around the corner. To the locker room. Mission storage. We should probably get the main thing first. So Stafford 8322. All right, we got the wrench. Progress has been made. Let's go. All right, Travers 8176. All right, we got a couple of grenades. That's good. All right, let's see if we can make it back to the save room without dying. All right. Okay. Well, these guys are still here, which is good, but we didn't go through like a loading area. So that I'm still not sure about. All right, let's try dropping the stick. Man, I really don't want to carry all of this with me. We haven't really used the flares, so let's try dropping that as well. Okay. All right, so we got to go to the prison. We need to get the bolt cutter so we can get into the Roman tunnels down there. Let's use a couple of fuels in the generator. See what we can do about that. Only gonna use 2. So, oh god, we'll probably run out of power again, but, you know, that happens sometimes. All right, that cleared up a couple of spaces. Although, we got one here. We'll dump 1 grenade off. And turn on the Jenny. Save. Head to the prison. Let's go. All right, monster hole down there. Okay, all right, here we are. What do we got? Sergeant Reynard, update on prisoner. July 4th, 1916, from Sergeant Reynard to V. Delpy. Update on prisoner number 73014. With the rest of the cells empty, I have begun a program of aggressive interrogation. I hope the screams have not kept you awake. He continues to insist that he is just a common soldier, that his rank was accidentally torn from his uniform, and that he knows nothing of the Second Army's plans. I do not believe him. I've ordered rations for the next 3 days. When next he's fed, I assume his gratitude will loosen his tongue. A final note. This work would be much easier if the officer wine rations were loosened. Okay, do we have to do something about that? Because I do know the wine room was also chained up with the and you know, we need the bolt cutters to get into. So are we gonna get to interrogate this prisoner ourselves? I don't know. All right, we got another photo. Yep, and just some war pranks going on here. The usual. Alright, I guess we're not going to interrogate the prisoner. I'm not under. No, no, no! All right. Okay, so that is not a good place to hide either. Do not hide under the table in the lit room. That is where we're clearly visible, especially after the monster saw us in the room. Don't hide there. All right. Well, we gotta make the excursion again. It's at least much shorter than, say, maintenance or the arsenal. God, monster is about this time, though. Okay, yeah, so maybe going that way and then hiding in that other room is a good plan. Yep, that we know. Yep, we'll hide under here. Hopefully, monster friend will go back in the walls soon. All right. Still stomping around. You can leave now. All right, buddy. There's no one here. All right. Cutters gained. Prisoner dead. Pocket bag, perfect. Okay. Fuel. Good, good, good. Alright, God, there's like a monster hole in each and every one of these. Alright, let's get out of here. We got what we came for. And a few extra goodies, so that is good. Let's head back to our save room. Okay, so now we can get into the Roman tunnels, as well as other places that were also locked up. I'm curious about the wine room. Maybe we'll try checking that out first. Before we head to the tunnels, assuming the monster doesn't just appear and kill us, which is always a good possibility. But we are right around the corner here. Perfect. Oh, just in time too. The generator power went out. Let's hit that save. All right, so next main area is the Roman tunnels. But yeah, I think we might try the wine room first. A couple of grenades. Okay, so all this stuff is still here. So throwing things on the ground might be a good idea then. I don't know if I want to throw anything important on the ground though. Oh, let's see. We'll toss a grenade right there. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I noticed this. There is a monster hole that leads right into our save room. I thought we were safe here, and we have been. Actually, what might be protecting us is the light. Yeah, like if it was out, we might have an issue. There, have a book. All right, let us... for our excursion, we'll use a couple Hit the save. Turn it on. All right, let's see what's going on in the wine room. All right, bolt cutters. All right, we got a note. Sergeant Reynard, Neuer's translations, May 18th, 1916, from Sergeant Reynard to M. Fournier and de Blanchet. LaRue reports that Neuer is the source of the problem. He's going around telling the men that those damn texts contain accounts of pagan rituals performed in those tunnels, ghastly and wild stories. Now, superstition and rumor are passed around among the men like an open flask or venereal disease. Some even say they have seen the things, ghosts, demons, fairies. Instead of the Angel of Mons, I'm afraid we have the devils of Paziers. I've called Neuer for reprimanding. I'll make sure it is appropriately severe. Meanwhile, the engineers will continue to dig. Well, sounds lovely. Alright, also from Sergeant Reynard, list of the guilty. June 9th, 1916, from Sergeant Reynard to M. Fournier, sabotage has left the tunnel project in ruins. At approximately 2300 hours and 30 minutes on the 2nd of June, an explosion ripped through the tunnel system. It was quickly determined that explosives were missing from the arsenal, and the explosion was no accident. After a swift investigation, the following soldiers have confessed to sabotage. Sergeant Gasper Leroux, Sergeant First Class Johannes Nicolay, Sergeant Toussaint Boufoy, whatever, Sergeant First Class Jean Renard, and Engineer Ozaine Zabel. 4 of the guilty now rot in the cells awaiting tribunal. Oh, they must be the dead people in the prison. The 5th, Toussaint, remains unaccounted for. He may have been killed in the blast. Oh boy. Are we gonna meet Toussaint? I believe there are others involved, but as of yet, no one will say anything. Worse than double agents, these men are cowards. They scream about ghosts and demons and other worlds. They claim they committed this act of treason to save their fellow soldiers from hell. Utter nonsense. We are still working to clear the tunnel site and assess the damage, but I fear that any hope of using them for our purposes is now lost. In addition, the explosion has caused other structural damage to the bunker itself. Flooding is now occurring in various areas. Alright, well, if we ever want some bottles to throw, this is the place to go. I'll pass. I haven't really been using that. Alright, let's head back. Got a couple of items. Heard a little more about the tunnels, which is going to be our next main area. I know there's a few other places we can go to that are chained up. but I don't remember them off the top of my head. There's probably some in the maintenance area, but we'll worry about that later. All right. Okay. So. Probably throw a couple of fuels in. Look at that, almost full. That's like the most we fueled this thing up. Very exciting. All right, we'll drop that down there. And let's head to the arsenal so we can get to the tunnels. And possibly the other world. I'm very excited about that. All right, to the tunnels. Let's see what we got going on down here. Oh no, water. Are we gonna have a visit from the water monster? Original Amnesia stuff. Okay, how do we... How do we get through? Oh god, I'm wasting so much generator fuel. Hello? No, that's, I don't think, gonna help. Oh my god, I don't know how to get through. And I can't seem to swim under it. All right, bolt cutters are not useful in this situation. How about a grenade? Nope. Nope. All right, you know what? I think I just want to get killed by the monster. Regardless. Since I've wasted a lot of time. What about this machine? Do we need fuel for that? Oh, okay, it's draining the water. That was probably the thing to do. All right, what do we got here? Guy shooting at a door. I suppose that's one version of a key. Oh, and some eyes. All right, Toussaint's madness. Had to see what the dark held, had to. Neuer, Farber, all of them. They don't have the right kind of eyes. There's a world down here full of seductions and secrets, and my eyes are right for it. Never mind that they trapped me down here. I have seen a vision of a gone world, bloody and terrible, beautiful and awful, godly and infernal. All around me, voices, the past, clawing, spinning, whirling. I don't know what they want. I don't know what they want. Have to stop it. Can't see it anymore. It tasks me with what I do not know. Please, God above, if you ever were there, end this. Give me some way to end this. I see it now. I see it now. See it now, see not. See it now, see not. Whirling and whirling and whirling. It calls for blood. Alright, Toussaint sounds fine. All right, what do we have here? comment on Neuer's report from Sergeant Stefan Joubert. From Joubert to Reynard, Ray Neuer's report. Our mad classicist has struck again. Neuer has filled a report claiming that the Romans used these tunnels to hold sadistic bacchanals, great festivals of cruel combat, torture, and worse. Further, he says these were all held in an arena over a great pit. Any who fell into it fell into screaming darkness. His words, what a poet. I've been in the tunnels. They are tunnels, full stop. Recommend surveillance on Neuer. Oh, there's something in there. G. Gracchus. Alright, so we're down here looking for the detonator. Oh, this is some Amnesia Rebirth shit right here. Toussaint, is that you?
It all gets lost in a terrible twirl. Can't see the sun. All the black smoke. Can't see the dirt for all the dead folk. Can't see the ocean, can't see the trees. So here I stay, down on my knees. Singing and singing. We were the world we were. It all gets lost in a blinding twirl. A snarl in the dark. A sad day in the park. A stone reminder.
All right.
A horse's dirty blinder. A child's empty hand. A friend's stained armband. The news of the dead still on the stand. Singing and singing. We were the world we were. gets lost. Lost in a bloody twirl. What'll come next around the bend? Maybe some kind end. More likely, another whistle. Magic! That turns men into gristle.
All right, I am lost.
The world we whirl. It all gets lost and
Sounds like he's over here.
we twirl. We whirl the world. The world we whirl. It all gets lost, lost in a terrible twirl. Can't see the sun. Oh. Can't see the dirt for all the dead folk. Can't see the ocean, can't see the trees. So here I stay, down on my knees. I hear you. Singing and singing.
Oh god, all right, he's over there.
We whirl the world we whirl.
Ah, shit.
It all gets lost, lost in a blinding twirl.
All right, well, we died. Let's see. Soldiers are smart. They take what we give them and they improve it, and they talk to each other. Knowledge spreads among the men via letter and note and gossip. Trust the men. Love, Romain Dalpy, General de Brigade, 4th Army of the 3rd Republic. All right. I don't know. Like, can we kill Toussaint? I know we can't kill the monster, but I don't know if Toussaint has any of that otherworldness to him now. Perhaps the Vitae. So I don't know if he's killable or not. All right. Well, before we continue on, I think I'm going to take a quick restroom break, and then we'll be back, and we'll head back into the tunnels here and get really scared. I'm kind of surprised by this. I didn't expect something else to be stalking us in this game. So very cool, very scary. But yeah, we'll be back in a minute or so, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, be right back, everybody. Alrighty, we are back, ready to make our second excursion into the Roman tunnels. The first did not go very well, but you know, initial scouting, new area, new enemy. And I'm thinking, so it sounds like the soldier down there who murdered us has a shotgun. We have been finding shotgun shells. And then we also found that photograph of a guy blasting a door open with a shotgun. So I'm assuming we can kill the guy and take that shotgun. We'll have to, yeah. I feel like we're gonna have many an excursion and death into the tunnels here. But I do want to see if I can kill this guy and get that shotgun, because that is a pretty good key for a door. Hey, Real Potato Wizard, welcome on in. How you doing today? All right, let's go. I'll be lurking because no spoilers. Oh, I get it. Enjoy the lurk. I've been the same way, avoiding quite a few streams myself of this. All right, and now we know to use this machine. Oh, wait. Gotta pull out the bolt cutters. This is a horror game after all. And then this, maybe? All right. Oh, nope. I don't know why it's not working now. I don't know if we have to do this first, and then it allows us to use it. Oh wait, power. I think that's why. We gotta have power down here. There we go. All right, come on. Get out of my way, box. There we go. Maybe? Are you kidding me? What the hell? All right, you go down here then. All right. There were a couple of notes. We'll just repick those up. I already read them. Yep. Blah, blah, blah. Guy is crazy. There's the photograph of the shotgun dude blasting open a door. There's some eyeballs. Oh my god, there's a second save area. I didn't notice that last time. Oh, that's awesome. All right, let's go. Oh, that is the first save area that I have seen outside of the main hub. We'll hold off on that, especially if we're gonna get the shotgun. I do have a grenade. Yep, there are our Amnesia Rebirth rocks floating in the air.
The world we were. It all gets lost in a terrible twirl. Can't see the sun for all the black smoke. Can't see the dirt for all the dead folk. Can't see the ocean, can't see the trees. So here I stay, down on my knees.
Yeah, this guy's having a good time.
And singing. We were the world.
Okay, that's good. We got that up. Let's get a grenade out.
It all gets lost in a blinding twirl.
It sure does, buddy.
Dark. A sad day in the park.
All right, we got a poison barrel here.
A horse's dirty blind. A child's empty hand. A friend's stained armband. The news of the day still on the stand. Singing and singing. We were the world we were. It all gets lost in a
Okay, is there not a... All right.
What'll come next around the bend?
I don't know, buddy.
Maybe some kind end. More likely another wizard. Magic! That turns men into grisly.
And sing and sing and sing. Yes, we love singing.
The world we whirl. It all gets lost and still we twirl. We whirl the world. The world we whirl. It all gets lost in a terrible twirl.
All right. So that door back there is locked.
Black smoke. Can't see the dirt for all the dead folk.
We got some shadow dudes walking about.
Can't see the ocean. Can't see the trees.
Any bricks?
So here I stay, down on my knees.
All right. Well, we got a revolver bullet. Let's load in our ammo. I probably should have done that before. 3 shots.
We
And a grenade, of course.
the world we whirl.
Bandages.
It all gets lost in a blinding twirl.
No bricks, though. Where are our bricks?
A sad day in the park. A horse's dirty blinder.
Okay, so that area is where the dude is. Around that side. I'm pretty sure.
A friend's
I do want to try to kill him, though. I want that shotgun.
The news of the day still on the stand. Singing and singing. We whirl the world we whirl. It all gets lost in a bloody twirl.
Okay, it might be further down where Duder is.
Next around the bend.
Maybe some kind end.
Yes, a whirl, 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 twirl, all that.
More likely another whistle.
I just, now at this point, I just want to kill him to shut him up. Whether or not I get a shotgun.
Magic.
Hey, Hot Dish, welcome on in. How you doing today?
To Griside.
Oh, you're at this part. Yep. We're We're down here in the tunnels with our good soldier buddy.
But sing.
Don't you just love his song? It's a pretty great song, although I will say it is nowhere near as good as the Blue Knees song from Madison. All right, buddy. I got a grenade for you.
Eat or get.
Shit. Let's fucking go! Woo! How do you like that, buddy? We did it! Shotgun time! Bye, door. Oh, hey, there's a brick. I was looking for you. Oh my god. Yes, yeah, Blue Knees. I love the Blue Knees song. I got to this part with no ammo or grenade. I just had to sneak my little heart out. Good job getting the shotgun. Yes, let's go. I know I got like three bullets in my handgun. I do have a few grenades back in the main safe room. Now, however, like once we get through this area, the generator has run out of fuel like 2 hours ago, so we're gonna have to hope we don't get eaten by the monster. Although there was that our first time seeing that secondary save location, so hopefully we can hit that. All right, let's bring our brick friend. As I still wanna, you know, I got very little shotgun ammo. Wanna save that. What do we got here? Revolver bullets. Let's load that in. 4 bullets. I am actually surprised that I was able to kill that guy. I thought that like it looked like he ran away. All right, there we go. Detonator. We'll take a look around first. Make sure there aren't any other goodies before doing anything. Oh, what do we got down there? All right, we got bandages. Yeah, we'll take those. I'm a little bloody. Might as well use some. I got a bunch of these. There we go. I feel like I played this game at least 50% without the generator. Yeah, like my very first stream of this was definitely pretty generator-less. And then I realized, oh wait, the monster comes out a whole lot more with the generator off. So I've been doing I've been trying to keep it fueled a little bit, at least enough for like minor excursions into areas, but I only use 2 fuels to get down here, and well, that is long gone, I'm sure. All right, detonator has been gained. What have we got in here? Yep, more Amnesia Rebirth rocks. Alright, that leads back out there. Okay, let's go back in here. There was this area. What's going on over here? Yeah, timing the generator is tough. Yeah, like, and it has that, like, watch, too, that tells you how much time you have left. But I have never used it. It takes up a space in the inventory that could hold more fuel. Oh, it's the pit. Okay. All right, we're outside. We won. Roll those credits. We'll just we'll use our shotgun and our bolt cutters, and we'll figure out a way to climb on out and rejoin the wonderful world, which is at war. I guess there's not much to really go back to. Oh, look at these rocks jiggling. They got the ass jiggle of the regenerators from Resident Evil 4 remake. All right, there's Lambert. Okay, we got his code. We found the rabbit that he lost, according to that one letter that he was gonna bring back to his kid or whatever, which I guess is probably not gonna happen since everybody seems to be dead except us. All right. Okay, I guess that's everything. I was kind of hoping that we would get to revisit the other world, like in Rebirth, but sadly, I guess we're not. It was built up a bit in various letters and notes, but I guess, you know, why rehash the thing with the Empress from Rebirth, I guess. All right, let's get on out of here. We got what we came for. Assuming I can remember how to get out of here. Oh, what do we got? Shotgun shells. Yoink. Okay, here we are. Perfect. All right, let's crouch down. I don't trust any monsters who have been stalking us the whole game. No trust. If we can at least make it to that secondary save room, that'll make me happy up here somewhere. Can't pick that up. Might be a good area to revisit to pick up a couple things like that claw. Oh, thank God. All right. Well, at least we're here. We don't have to kill our soldier buddy again, or attempt to. All right, now let's make it back to the main hub. That bunker boy broke all my trust within the first 5 minutes of the game. Yeah, oh my gosh. My very first stream of this was really rough. Like, I literally, like, the hours that I streamed it, I made no progress because I kept dying. I kept thinking, oh yeah, you're in like a new area. Let's just explore all of it, and then die, repeat, die, repeat. Then I figured out a better tactic is smaller excursions. Just go a little bit, scout out a bit, collect some items, bring them back. All right, I hear you, buddy. LOL, I think our gameplay went the exact same. Yeah, I can imagine a lot of people probably went through the same thing, especially if they're used to any of Frictional's other games where it's just like, oh yeah, you just keep going instead of, you know, just go a little bit and then having to go back. All right, buddy. I hear ya. I think this is the way. I cannot see. All right, yep. There we go, loading zone. Almost, almost. All right. Made it. Perfect. Okay, let's see what we got here. Rabbit toy, a stuffed rabbit toy. Might have sentimental value to someone. Can be thrown. Yeah, fuck your sentimental values. We're gonna whip this rabbit right at the monster's face. Would be great if it did something like the golden egg in Resident Evil 4 remake, when you whip it at Salazar and it does like 75% damage. Would like to take out the our monster buddy, but I don't think that's gonna happen. All right, we're just loaded up. Okay, the stuff thrown on the ground is still here. Okay, that is good to know. So let's do something here. What do I want to do? All right, let's throw that on the table. That way we can pick up these empty bottles. We'll toss those on the ground. Let's see. Okay, detonator handle. So we got all that. Let's. Like, are we about out of here? Are we about done? We got the dynamite and the all right. You know what? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We just got the shotgun. We can't be that close to the end. Or can we? But just for fun, let's see. You gonna blow some shit up? Hell yeah, we are. We're very excited to get back to World War I. All right, detonator handle. I guess would go over here. All right, let's go. Progress saved. I mean, we're going to war. Well, let's bring the toy rabbit, I guess. If we're getting out of here. Oh no. Oh no. The dark descent. Let's go. I feel like I should have brought more stuff. Nope. I want nothing to do with you, monster. LOL, I know this poor guy gets out of the war just to be at war against the bunker boy. Then if he gets back out, is back to war. Dark Descent, I see what you did there. Yeah, something I've mentioned this so many times on my streams, but what I do love about this game is like the small excursions out from the center area being very, very much like, I guess, the trench warfare that's going on up there, where it's just small pushes against, you know, the enemy line. Very, very much like what we've been doing down here. Do you remember Dark Descent well? Because you are going to love the next part. I was so excited. I do remember the Dark Descent quite well. It is one of my favorite horror games, or at least it was until this one. And I actually recently replayed it on stream, you know, in preparation for this. All right, so yeah, we're not done yet. Oh, can we make the jump? Probably not. I hope you notice what I noticed. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I am good for not noticing things, but okay, so that does that. What do we got going on over here? All right, we got some crap we can't do anything with. Hello? Oh, I see you over there. I fucking see you. I'm just gonna go on this way. Yeah, you keep smashing those. That's fine. See if I care. If I haven't noticed it by now, probably not. All right, let me what is it? What is it? Just let me know, I guess. It's the entire room. What's going on there? What's going on there? I think I froze the game. That is a great image though. Let me actually save that, or snip it at least. Oh, okay, there we go. We're gonna die, so we're just gonna replay it. I just want to shoot this guy. Oh wait, I never loaded the shotgun. I never loaded the shotgun. Oh god. All right. They say that every enemy has a tell. Take the artillery fire, for example. When it gets louder, you know the Germans are coming soon after. Know your enemy well enough, and they will tell you all you need to know. What? We're fighting the Germans? Not in World War I. Come on. Your gamma might be too low to realize it. Maybe. I haven't, oh yeah, that's... Oh, yep, let's go get a couple of our items here. Oh wait, you know what I didn't even do? We had Lambert's code, 8904. Let's do that. I didn't even open up that locker. All right, 8904. I'm trying to think of what that could be. I mean, this is like Is it part of Brennenburg Castle? Oh, wait, all right, I might need to. Maybe it kind of looks like that area before you get to the inner sanctum, like where you eventually take the orb and reconstruct it. I don't know.
12th July 1916. Up again. In the chapel.
Oh, okay, it
Trying to
is.
pray, but
Okay.
My mind is too alive with thoughts of the crater, the rabbit, and that water. Its taste.
Delicious
I don't
vitae.
feel tired. Instead, I feel this itch. This sense that there are things I must do. Purpose. A bloody purpose higher than any of man's petty wars. 13th July 1916. Morning. Everyone's talking about hearing scratching at the walls.
Yep.
Tremblay even claims to have heard howls echoing through the barracks. I feel strange myself. Can barely find the words to write. My hands feel so odd. Gnarled. Bulbous. Like they don't belong to me. I hesitate to write this, but a thought keeps echoing in my head. A thought I
Gnarled
must
and
neglect.
bulbous. Oh, Lambert, are you the monster? Did you turn into a monster?
It calls. It calls.
Ah, I wonder if
15th
Lambert is
July
the monster.
1916. Madness in the barracks this morning. Renard's dead. They say murder, but will not show us the body. A dream rises in my mind. Countless cruel eyes upon me. Must check on Henri.
Maybe
Wish
we
he would
can
wake.
throw the rabbit at him.
Could use a friend. My prayers remain unanswered.
That's what I thought. I feel
18th
they use
July
the same layout.
1916.
Yeah,
Blood on my hands.
it seemed. I think what was throwing me off is being able to move the bridges up and down, which wasn't in the original.
I want more of it. I can hear Tremblay now.
But yeah, the layout is pretty similar.
Closer. Closer. I can get what I want from him.
That is wild if Castle Brennenburg was kind of bombed out like that. Alright, okay, I think Lambert is the monster. Let's head on back. We'll grab the rabbit for sure, see if that distracts him at all. Okay, here we are. Rabbits, we'll take a grenade. That seems fine. I don't think we're gonna really need the generator down there anyways. What I should do is Alright. We're ready to go. Save scum. And yep, okay, we got it. All right, let's take another look at this room up here. Let's get our real weapon out. It definitely looks a little different, but it could have been updated too. Since, you know, the Dark Descent was many, many, many years. Maybe someone... Although I wonder who... It almost has a, like, it's clearly not because there's no gigantic machine, but it also kind of feels like, some of the final sections of, A Machine for Pigs. Which, was also pretty similar. Alright, dude is coming this way. If I could drop him. Okay, I could not turn it with him on it. All right. I wonder if it's set up where I can kind of trap him though. Like in between bridges that are up. Fucking monster! Oh my god. You're supposed to shoot him, not just be like, oh yeah, come on, bring it on, monster. All right, we go again. Is it maybe not loaded? Do I have the... No, it is. Huh. Alright, you know what? Let's just bring out this guy. Old trustworthy here. Gotten us through some jams. Oh, hey. Alright, I see how it is. I am curious. To see if I can explode the wooden bridge with him on it and kill him that way. Oh. Watch your step. I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose. All right, let's get our grenade out. We got a plan. I want to take this monster out once and for all. Buddy. Come on down. Oh, he's so fast. All right. I gotta maybe time that better. I don't think so. I wonder if that's the shadow. The protector of the magical orbs from the other games. We gotta be able to do it. Just throw it sooner. Because Duder is gonna be running. He's gonna come a running. timing was off on that. All right, I'm gonna keep trying. I gotta be able to do it. Oh, wait. Idea. Throw grenade, stun him with the gun. That might be the play. And actually, why not give my... Oh, I don't have any other grenades. Never mind. Oh, wait. No, I do. Right here. 2 chances. That's busted. Wow, yeah, so this is definitely randomized each time. Interesting. So close. So close. We're gonna get it. I am not giving up. All right, let's grab that. And we go again. This is in my mind, and I need to see it through. It is, I know so much of this game is randomized, and it is cool how this section is too, like what is wooden and what isn't, and even like where the rocks are falling from. Pretty cool. Grenade fell off. I don't think so, guy. do love that every playthrough will be different. Yeah, that is going to make replays in the future still pretty intense. Like you're still gonna have to go through all the sections, and so all of the codes from the dog tags are randomized themselves, and I guess the bodies and whatnot are supposed to be in different locations after the first playthrough. And yeah, and you know, all the items and whatnot being a rando as well. Very, very cool. And even if I'm getting to there's so much that I didn't even like fully explore, especially in the maintenance section. I kind of went straight for the pillbox, more or less. Yeah, even the bodies move. I'm pretty sure that's one of the things I read. That's randomized after the first playthrough. Because I think they're in the same place on the first playthrough. Which I'm sure speedrunners love. Alright, come on, buddy. Just got a very, very specific timing with this. Missed him. Can we make the jump? Oh, we did! Look at that! Let's go! Woo! Oh, you can make the jump too. Well, that's less fun. I think I threw the grenade off. Let's see what happens when we throw the rabbit at him. Get over here, buddy. Oh, I threw it over his head. All right, later. Oh my God, I swear you gotta be able to do it. He just gets so like fast and jumpy, and I gotta also not throw the grenade off the bridge. You're playing this part so differently than I did, which is so cool. That is fun. Really, they really stepped foot into the immersive sim subgenre with this game, which I love. Like like outside of horror games, those are probably my favorite. You know, stuff like Deus Ex and Dishonored, Thief. Just being able to do all kinds of different things. Sure, you can find a key for a door, but you could, you know, blast it open, brick it open, shotgun it open, I guess. Yeah, gotta jump off the bridge. Now we're not gonna have the monster take us out anymore. I'm curious as to what you did in this area. Did you just kind of like do the run around and move the boxes to jump up on the thing? like I was trying to do at the beginning of this area. Yep. All right, let's bring this down. I know he can jump across the gaps, but to get like the perfect timing where maybe he just falls. Wrong way. I'm stun locked. You didn't try to fight him at all. Yeah. This is probably not a good plan at all. Alright, dude is gonna keep doing that. Fucking bye! Plates! Why do I still... No! No! Alright, so does he just respawn? Well, we'll just restart. maybe we'll just try it the boring standard way. But I'm pretty sure I got him. That's the main thing I wanted to do. A little sad that the monster just comes back, but hey, what are you gonna do? Let's see. Let's bring that out. Hey, out of the way. someone's mad. Someone is quite angry. Oh, all right. That jump was a little too far. No. All right. Yeah, so I'm watch my step. Gotta always watch your step. Lest the shadow get you. Monster. Okay. All right, there he is. Oh, so close. So close. Yeah, let's go. All right, see you later. Back to war! Yay! We're so excited. Yeah, looks like some kind of war was happening here. All right, so we're on the German side there. That does not look too good for us. All right, Amnesia the bunker. We did it. This is definitely one I will be replaying in the future, especially since there's a bunch of little areas and rooms I didn't even explore, like a lot that were also like locked up by chains. That I like the only one I went back to with the chain cutters was the wine room. I just didn't remember where they all were. And yeah, okay, so let's see. Bunker Boy is pissed. He's gonna miss us. He's gonna be all alone now. We killed Toussaint or whatever in the Roman tunnels. When we opened the prisoner's cell in the prison, the monster killed him, and we escaped. Probably to also get killed, but by the Germans. Although we do have our revolver and a shotgun and a couple grenades, so maybe we can could make it somewhere. There's got to be some main area out. I don't know how far away from the bunker the French lines would be, but oh boy. But yeah, this game is great. I absolutely loved playing it. Many deaths. Some on purpose, some not, and some just to test the waters, so to speak. But yeah, Frictional really hit it out of the park with this one. Going a bit more immersive sim was a really cool idea. The randomization is going to be awesome for future replays. This I don't know. They're one of those perfect horror studios for me. Like, I loved the Penumbra games. The previous Amnesia games, even A Machine for Pigs, you know, which was actually developed by the Chinese room. While that was nowhere near as scary as the original, especially since they got rid of like the resource management, the scarce resource management, and the sanity mechanics, I still thought the story was really creepy and fucked up. And I also know people didn't care a ton about Rebirth, but I thought it was a really cool game. The stuff with the otherworld in that game was awesome. The Empress is fucking creepy and fucked up. Soma, great, just amazing story in that. And then now this. I cannot wait to see what they do in the future, especially playing with other things here. All right, what do we got here? Game statistics. Let's see. I haven't played Rebirth or Pigs yet. So I would recommend them. Like A Machine for Pigs was technically like Frictional published it, but it was actually made by the people who made Dear Esther and Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, so it's more of a walking sim with monsters, with pig boys. I love the pig boys, but the writing in it is, in my opinion, phenomenal. There are some creepy as hell turns of phrase in it. I always go back to minor spoiler. It's not nothing with the really the super main thing that's going on, but just the image of because of the time period before child labor laws, they had children employed to clean these big pipes, and they would occasionally get burned up into goo, and more children were sent in to clean up the goo, and then the whole process would repeat, where the, you know, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But and then Rebirth is, I don't know, it's very interesting. It really goes into a lot of the otherworld stuff that was talked about in the original game. I don't know. I think they're all pretty cool. Oh my lord. Yes. Yeah, it's yeah, there's some messed up stuff in these games. I mean, that even goes back to the original Amnesia, just the original idea of torturing people for Vitae, which that whole thing with the Empress and Rebirth gets turned up to freaking 11. I've mentioned it before. I won't mention it again because I don't want to spoil that for you. But it is fucked up and disturbing. All right, let's see. Yep, we played on normal. Time played 8 hours 8 minutes. That's right, Frictional. I took longer than your 5 hours or whatever. Longest time between saves, 31 minutes, 34 seconds. Wow. Yeah. God, that must have been in one of the longer areas. Maybe maintenance. Yeah, maybe. Time saved 122 times. Look, 122 excursions from the main hub. That is crazy. Still got some saves coming in there. We died 30 times, killed 39 rats, fired 28 bullets, 13 shotgun shells fired, 20 grenades thrown. We threw no gas grenades, petrol bombs, or flares. We healed up 8 times. We refilled the generator 31 times. Had 19 blackouts. Triggered 8 traps. Yeah, I definitely did a few of those. Burnt 1 corpse. Started 2 fires. Destroyed 22 doors. Got spotted by the stalker 11 times. Crafted 9 items. We shot the stalker 19 times, and we scared the rats via a torch 22 times. Look at that. That's so many saves. Congratulations on finishing your first playthrough of Amnesia the Bunker. Remember, no playthrough of the bunker is the same as any other. Items, traps, codes, and more are all random. Play again and experience the horror anew. Oh, we will. But probably not right now. Yeah, let's exit out. I wasn't thinking I would finish today, actually. But yeah, we can we got a little time still. We can go back to Darkfall for a bit. Let me just load that up. Let's see. I definitely plan to check them out. Horror games almost always live in the realm of fucked up and disturbing. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd also recommend the Harvester games. Also, if you haven't played those, like Burnhouse Lane, The Cat Lady, Downfall, and Lorelei. Those cover like pretty dark and topics is the word, but very, very good. That's so many saves. All right, I'm off to bed. GG's. All right, enjoy the sleep, enjoy the rest of your nights, and thanks for hanging out.